this is what I would call a tiny camper, but it doesn't quite meet my requirements for being called a camper. It is from Mega Mobil. It's on a Peugeot, and for this we are looking at 87,000 euros. It's the Mega City, and so it's on a Peugeot Boxer, and on a 3.3 ton basis. I bet it gives you a stack of payload. It's got 80 litres of fresh and 80 litres of dirty water, or at least that's the tank capacity, and it has a low roof. It has a low roof, which is going to mean I'm going to find it difficult to stand up inside. We have a table here, a chair, a forward-facing bench, and a tent in the roof. I am not a fan of tents in the roof. You certainly wouldn't put it up in the city, so that's an unfortunate choice of name as far as that's concerned. On the other hand, let's have a look. One advantage of the tent in the roof, it means that you can put the tent up, as I've just done, and you can actually stand up inside. In fact, a friend of mine, I was talking about this yesterday, so he's going to put a tent in the roof in his vehicle, and I said, what for? You can't sleep in it. He said, yeah, I know I can't sleep in it, but at least I can stand up in it. Right. Right, so we can put the bed to one side like this, as you can do with many vehicles. To make the bed, we've got the mattress here, which goes up in three parts. We put the slats down, and the bed goes on top. No problem on that front. This is the toilet, and the Ellen Dank. So I'd have to say, as far as the toilet is concerned, this is rather, I mean, okay, I suppose it's better than nothing, but it's definitely in the camper car category, as I call it. We've got plenty of space down here to walk in, though, and space to actually use. The kitchen is a small 2-burner with a small sink. We've also got some storage up here, which, despite the fact, I hope that's coming out okay. I'm going to put the lights on if I can. And that's it. Okay. That's a great bit of storage. I think it uses the space up nicely, and here as well. We've got drawers below and a fridge over here, a rather large fridge, and storage under the fridge. Now let's consider this a bit more, shall we? Come and sit down. Come and sit down here, my favourite seat. The reason for the Hoover is, of course, because this event is a caravan salon Düsseldorf, and the event is about to open. It will do in a while. I do very much like small vehicles, but I want them to be self-contained, and that's to say, I think if there's a toilet in, one needs some privacy, because in this case, anybody, never mind people in the vehicle, but anybody just passing by can see. That's number one. And the second thing is, I do want some washing facilities. Now, 80 litres of fresh water is very generous for a vehicle this, and 80 litres of dirty tank, that is really very, very good. You may say, well, where can you put a shower in? Well, admittedly, it would require a bit of rethinking, but I would have suggested that is even if you've got a squat to have the shower, as you do in some, for example, Westphalia models, you can't stand up in it. But I mean, you need one. I think there should be a place where one can wash oneself anyway, and that sink up there, it's just too small for that purpose, in my opinion. I do appreciate, of course, though, that there are people who don't have high garages, and or you need something for the city. You need something to move fast. Yeah, I do appreciate all these things. I mean, if you've got somebody, for example, who's working, has to transport things around, or works in sales or whatever, and something like this, yeah, great. You know, you can sleep in it overnight and all the rest of it, and you know, you can certainly move around at 140 kilometers an hour in something like this without when you move at 140 kilometers an hour in my motorhome. I'd be a bit concerned myself about how quickly I could stop the thing. But something, yeah, it's got the advantages of a car. It's a car you can sleep in. It's a car you can use the toilet in, which I mean, obviously, is better than nothing. And it's better than a plastic jar, which is better than a bucket. But it's, I think, I think I've made my point there. So I do like these small things, but anyway, good. Now the tent will have added what, about 4,000 to the price or something like that. We'll have a look at the extras up here, and the Mega Winter Pack diesel heating 2,500, and right. So in this case, the tent in the roof, you're looking at 7,290. So I mean, knock 7,000 off that, and you get rid of the tent. Then again, how are you going to stand up inside? So they got all of these difficulties there. Hey, we'll just have a quick look at this one here, which is called a 500 City, and the City here, it's a similar height, and you know, 2 meter range, and this one here has got the fridge down there. It's got a smaller fridge. It's got a very elegant, although not very practical, kitchen, and oh, almost hit my head. Nicely contoured bed, very big bed, even with a television inside, and very small floor plate, large table, at a cost of 81,000. No tent in the roof to bang the price up. Citroen Jumper. And what's that? I seem to recall there was a fridge at the other end as well. It's a two fridge van. This will come up as well. Oh, can't make it come up, but it will come up. 12 volts at the back. And so this is so it's 496 centimeters in length. My first van, which was a Malibu Cartago, was 465, I think it was. That didn't have a washroom in either, and didn't even have hot water in, and the fridge was bust. Mind you, that's anything to do with the Cartago. And what was the other thing it didn't have? It didn't have a shower, so I mean, I had to wash myself at the sink in cold water. Unlike now, I wash myself in the shower in cold water, because I've tried to wash myself in cold water for 20 years nearly now. Anyway, that apart, I'll go on that in a different video, why I do things like that. Thanks for watching, and all the best from me in Dusseldorf, Germany. Lots of vans here to see, and lots of suggestions for your van life.